Okay, they're on now. There we go.
Okay. It's not what you know, it's who you know, so thank you, Greg.
Thanks, Greg.
No problem.
Okay, I'll call this meeting of the Howard County Plan Commission to order. And I want to start out our meeting by welcoming a new member. Tracy Martino is a new member with us, so if you'll all welcome her and give her any
She's the pretty one here next to me.
any guidance and help that
What are you
I'm
trying
sure
to
she would
say?
appreciate it. I'm sorry, Jack. I do the best I can for you, what can I say? So, the first order of business that we have on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from the meeting held September 16th, 2025. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Okay, all those in favor of approval of the minutes from the meeting held September 16th, 2025, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Greg, would you like to
Yep.
lead us in our first case?
First case tonight is case 14 CP 25, petition of Mike Wyrick requesting approval of the preliminary plat for Journeys Inn subdivision. This is at 4883 North, 200 East.
Is there anyone here to represent this case? Would you like to take a few moments to introduce yourself and tell us what you're doing?
We need a motion.
Oh, first we need a motion, sorry, I got so excited.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, now you may share with us your name and address and your plans for this case.
Elaine Phelps, 40th Parallel Surveying, 118 East South Street, Tipton. Journeys Inn is a one-lot subdivision encompassing 2.24 acres net. And I believe we've addressed all comments. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to try to answer them for you.
Everything in order, Greg?
Yes.
Okay. Anybody on the board have any questions? There's no one in the audience, but just putting it out there so people know that we don't have anybody with us tonight. So all those in favor of case 14 CP 25 indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passed.
I'd like to request final approval at this time.
We have a motion.
So moved.
We have a motion and a second for final in case 14 CP 25. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passed.
11S case is case 12 CZ 25, petition of Rebecca, Timothy, and Thomas Maroney requesting Howard County Plan Commission petition and recommend to the Howard County Board of Commissioners for change in zone classification from agricultural to rural residential. Again, this is at 4883 North, 200 East.
Okay, do I have a motion for this case?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, Elaine is here with us once again. If you could explain this case to us, please.
This case is rezoning the area encompassed by the Journeys Inn subdivision. We believe that RR zone is suitable to the area by evidence of the residential structures in the area.
Okay, and we have a report on this one,
We
Greg?
do have a report, yeah. Staff report for case 12 CZ 25. Wyatt Johnson of 40th Parallel Surveying LLC on behalf of Rebecca Maroney, Timothy Scott, and Thomas Michael are requesting change in zone classification. This property will be used as a residential lot. The adjoining property zonings are to the north, south, and west, all agricultural, and to the east, rural residential and agricultural. According to the Howard County Comprehensive Plan Future Land Use Map, this area of North 200 East is designated for agricultural. Agricultural is defined as land use for the business of crops, pasturage, confined feeding, conservation, reserve program, farm buildings, farmhouses, and the like. Land use goals to provide opportunities for community growth and development, which result in enhanced quality of life, a wide range of housing opportunities, economic vitality, and enhanced recreation while preserving environmental integrity. Relevant land use objectives are to ensure that land uses are compatible with adjoining environmental features. According to the Howard County Comprehensive Plan Future Thoroughfare Map, North 200 East is designated as a county road, 50-foot of right-of-way in subdivisions and 60-foot of right-of-way for county roads. A county road street is defined as an access to residential or farm properties In residential areas, through traffic is discouraged, but connectivity from one neighborhood to another is encouraged. The average daily traffic count for this area of north is 621 cars per day. The requested zoning change is compatible with the surrounding zonings. Therefore, the staff recommends the Howard County Plan Commission forward a favorable recommendation to the Howard County Commissioners.
Okay, we have a favorable recommendation per the report. There being no one in the audience, is there anyone on the board that has any questions, comments? Hearing none, we have a motion on this case. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passed for case 12CZ 25.
Okay, the next case, Madam President, is case 15 CP 25, petition of Robert M. Lambert requesting approval of preliminary plat for Barrel House Compound subdivision. This is at 1795 South, 1280 West.
Okay, do I have a motion for this case?
So moved. Second.
Okay, Elaine, would you like to give us an overview?
Barrel House Compound is a one-lot subdivision encompassing 9.32 acres net. I believe we've addressed all comments. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to try and answer them.
Okay, anybody, no one being in the audience, anyone on the board have a question or comment? Okay, hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passed.
Would like to request final approval at this time.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Okay. Any questions or comments about it? Hearing none, we have a motion on case 15 CP 25 for final approval. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passed.
Next case is case 15 CZ 25, petition of Lawrence Lambert and Loretta Lambert requesting the Howard County Plan Commission petition and recommend to the Howard County Board of Commissioners for change in zone classification from agricultural to rural residential. Again, this is for property at 1795 North, 1280 West.
Okay. Elaine, anything to add?
Nope, the parcel our client is rezoning is the area encompassed by Barrel House Compound. We believe RR is a suitable zone for this area.
For that area. Okay. I guess, Greg, we have a report?
We do. We have a staff report for case 15 CZ 25, White Johnson, the 40th parallel. On behalf of Robert and Jacqueline Lambert are requesting change in zone classification. The address property is to be utilized as residential. The adjoining property uses and zonings are to the north, south, and east, all agricultural, and to the west. Oh, this is outside of the
the county
Howard
line.
County boundary line, so we have no zoning for the west side. According to the Howard County Comprehensive Plan Future Land Use Map, the area south 1280 west has been designated for agricultural use. Agricultural is defined as being land used for the business of crops, pasturage, confined feeding, conservation, reserve programs, farm buildings, farmhouses, and the like. Land use goals to provide opportunities for community growth and development, which result in enhanced quality of life, a wide range of housing opportunities, economic vitality, and enhanced recreation while preserving environmental integrity. Relevant land use objectives are to ensure adequate and suitable land exists for all uses and reflects the market demand, ensure that land uses are compatible with adjacent environmental features. The Howard County Comprehensive Plan Future Thoroughfare Map designated this area of South 1280 West as a county road requires 60 foot of right-of-way. County Road Street is defined as one that provides access to residential or farm properties. In residential areas, through traffic is discouraged, but connectivity from one neighborhood to another is encouraged. The average daily count for this area of South 1280 West is 4,187 cars. The staff recommends the Plan Commission forward a favorable recommendation to the Howard County Commissioners.
Okay, we have a motion and a report on this case. There being no one in the audience, does the board have any comments or questions about the case? Seeing none, all those in favor for this case signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passed.
Next case is case 16 CP 25, petition of Michael Mullinex requesting approval of the preliminary plat for Whispering Oak subdivision. This is a 1485 South, 1038 East.
Okay, do I have a motion for this case?
Second.
Okay. Elaine, do you want to brief us on this
Yep.
project?
Whispering Oaks is a one-lot subdivision encompassing the entire 1.91 acres our client owns. I believe we've addressed all comments. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to try to answer them.
Did you want to bring that up, Greg, what we discussed
Sure.
today, or do you want me to?
Happy to.
Okay.
So on this particular site, there's a low area towards the back of the lot, and we've been having lots of challenges over the last few months, over the last few years, with properties that have been built in low areas. They're not in floodplains, they're not, there's no rule saying they can't build there. But we know as people pass property and they sell it, unbeknownst individuals buy them and have water problems. So on this particular case, I asked Elaine to add a phrase to the plat or to the drainage plan, either one, that would request an elevation of the building being set at the road elevation or higher, so that water drains away from the house. The owner has reached out to Mr. Sheeline and myself, asking if there's a way to not require that, because it's so much lower than the road that they can't afford to build the house up that high. So through that conversation, we've talked with Alan on how can we set this process in place so that future owners aren't coming back on the county saying, you've approved this house and my house floods, buy my house. Or future owners that are looking at buying a house, they get a identification that it was recommended to be built at a certain elevation and it was not built at that elevation. Something along that lines to protect future owners of the property and the county in that fact. So today we did have a meeting with Alan, and I think we came up with a procedure to help alleviate this type of thing in the future, to where a statement gets placed on the plat, and the one that's on this plat, I think we changed a little bit.
Our note now says, note to contractor, the finished floor of the structures should be at the elevation higher than the existing road.
Okay, so with that note on the plat, that brings up concerns from homeowners that they don't want to build that high. So we've implemented, with Alan's help, a waiver that the owner can sign that they're not going to build at that elevation. It gets recorded with the process so that it shows up on any title searches for future sale of the home. And then we can't do much more than that on getting people information that you need to look at this property a little bit closer maybe, so that you know what you're buying.
So, question, will that document be cross-referenced to the deed and the plat?
That's a question for Alan.
It should be.
So here's my question. Is this just for the builder, or is this something that the buyer of that home would also sign off on?
Well, that's why, yes, the
The
waiver,
waiver is the homeowner.
the waiver
The
would have to be
person-
signed by the homeowner.
Yeah, the
And
person
then-
that's subdividing this is the builder.
Yes.
They're gonna build there.
And then it's going to be attached to the deed, so any future buyers, this should
Title company will pick it
throw
up.
up a red flag, basically, if they need to look at the property a little bit
So
closer.
if 20 years from now I go to buy this home,
Title company will pick that up,
I
or
have to
should.
sign off on it.
No, it just shows, if you buy it, all that's doing is showing you, okay, when they built this house, they built it lower, the elevation they built it at was lower than the road. So that should,
And they were aware of that.
that, they were
We're
aware of
making
that, and
you
that
aware
should
of
tell
that.
you that there could be potential problems if you buy the property.
I just want to know that a potential buyer, 20 years from now, is going to be notified.
As
By the
long as they
title
read,
company.
as
Yes.
long as they read all the documents in the title search, yes.
That's my That's my fear.
Well,
We can't
I
make
don't-
people read.
I
does
don't know
anybody
that I can
know
do much
about
more.
homeowners insurance? I mean, don't they come with a history? I mean, if that has flooded one time,
Yeah.
their homeowners insurance is gonna catch it, so when they go to get homeowners insurance, they'll
But
have to pay.
homeowners insurance, unless you have flood insurance,
Mm-hmm.
will not cover water outside
Right.
coming inside. So
Right.
therefore, it is never caught on homeowners insurance.
Well, I thought it was based on, don't they have a history of if it's been flooded before? they
Not
don't
if the insurance
increase
company's
your
not
rate?
paying it.
Yeah.
If the insurance company, if you do not have flood insurance, no matter where you live
Okay,
at,
fair enough.
Yeah.
your insurance does not cover water from outside coming in.
So my question would be, why don't we just require this original builder to bring it up above the?
Because it's gonna
Talking
cost them too much money, they can't
$120,000?
afford it, and we can't make them do that because it's not in the floodway. That's the issue. If it was in the floodway, we would make them build 2 foot above base
Yeah.
flood elevation.
Jack, it's the same concept as the person out west that we
Yeah.
had. They built in a hole.
Yeah.
They didn't raise it up to the road level. A new owner bought it, and now he's furious and wants us to buy his house. Well, with this type of concept, when he did his title search to buy the property, when the title went through process, it would flag those documents tied to the deed and bring that to the sale of the property. And it's their responsibility to read those documents of all the stuff tied to the
Yeah.
deed. That's the best that I can find to notify future owners when we're no longer around that there could be an issue with that property. We do deed restrictions often.
And I also might add that what we just talked about should not affect our vote whether we approve the plat or not.
Correct.
Because again, legally, we cannot make them raise that property because it's not in the floodplain, it's not in the floodway.
All we're trying to do
We're just
is
trying to
prevent
protect the county
problems
for
in the
future
future.
problems, yes. Yep, we're trying to protect the county the best we can for any future buyers.
And those are my concerns,
Yep.
it's protecting the county.
And we haven't had that before until today. So thanks to Greg for bringing it up to me, and we talked about it in plat, and thanks for Alan, and we'll get with the property owners. Alan gave me a copy of a waiver, so we'll get with them, and we can't make them sign that waiver either.
No.
But they've, from the emails we've had back and forth, I think they're willing to do that.
Sure.
It
And
sounds like.
if an owner didn't sign that waiver, it's still on the plat.
It's still on the plat.
It's still noted on the plat.
Yep.
For any future problems, it would just be less likely found by a potential future owner if it's only on the plat. At least with the waiver of them not following it. And when we, at some point, have building inspectors, maybe that would be something that
But
would.
even as a planning
shown.
commission, Greg, you might be able to answer this. If we are aware of a problem, just because it's legal, we have to take some kind of action.
That's what we're doing.
Well, I know.
Yeah, that's
what I'm
exactly what we're
saying.
doing here.
I'm just saying that we do have to do something.
Yeah, and keep in mind, these problems have, correct me if, have just pretty well started coming up. And that's why we're aware of them. And when we found out that that the elevation was lower than the road, we knew this could be, it's gonna get wet sometime, somehow. Just don't know how bad. So we know it's a potential problem. We just wanted to do our best to try to protect the county within the guidelines that we could legally follow. So,
We've always had this problem, Greg.
Yeah.
I mean, through the last 30 years, I've seen these problems. It's just unfortunate that our answer has always have to be buyer beware.
Yeah.
We are a buyer beware state. So
Yeah.
you should have looked at the property and seen that it was low.
Yep.
But we're taking this type of an approach to hopefully flag some more things on the title search.
And I appreciate that. I do. I appreciate the efforts.
Just out of curiosity, how much higher are you asking them to raise the house, or would you ask them to raise the house if they would?
I think the elevation was about 4 feet or so.
yeah, if I remember correctly, the elevation of the road was like 853 and the house was like 846 or 47 maybe.
47, it seemed like.
Yeah,
But it's
847.
it's a pretty good waterway coming down through there. They're
Yeah.
gonna build the waterway.
But again, it's not in the floodplain, so we can't legally tell them they can't build there.
Yeah.
It'll also be documented in our minutes.
Yep.
So. we'll have
And,
that
and
documented.
the homeowners are completely aware of this issue. Through my office and through Elaine and Greg, we've all talked to them about this. They're completely aware that their house could have some issues if they build it in the location that they're talking
And
about.
any future buyer is aware of it too.
Yes,
Well,
Like,
if
if
they
they sell it,
read,
If
they'll be
they
aware of
read
it too,
it.
because it'll be documented.
if they read their
read it.
documents,
If they
Nobody's
read
gonna
all their
tell 'em.
documents.
There's
Yep.
no sign, but they're gonna have to read it.
you'd think the realtor would do the research on
Yes.
this property and notify them, but doesn't always happen.
Doesn't
doesn't always happen
happen.
that way.
That's how you get stuck with liens and all
So-
kinds of stuff.
Thank you, Elaine, for putting that on.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes,
welcome.
thank you. Thank you for all that work and consideration. Okay.
So we
There
go vote.
there being nobody in the audience, does anybody else on the board have comment or question about this case? Okay, we have a motion on case 16 CP 25. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passed.
I would request final approval at this time.
So move.
We have a motion for final approval for case 16 CP 25. Anybody have any questions or comments? Seeing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passed.
Next case is case 17 CP 25, petition of Stephen Houston requesting approval of preliminary plat for Sycamore Meadows subdivision. This is at 7568 East 100 North.
Okay, do I have a motion for this case?
So move.
Second.
Okay. Elaine, would you like to?
Yep. Sycamore Meadows is one lot subdivision encompassing the entire 23.93 acre parcel our client owns. I believe we've addressed all your comments. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Okay, any comments or questions from the board? There being no one in the audience? Seeing none, we have a motion on case 17 CP 25. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion passed.
I'd like to request final approval at this time.
So move.
Okay, we have a motion on case 17 CP 25 for final approval. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion passed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Elaine.
Thanks, Elaine.
Is there any other business to come before this body?
I have no other business tonight.
Alan, you got anything for us?
Nothing tonight.
Thanks for your work this month.
Thank you.
Our next meeting's November 12th, is that right? Doesn't say city on there. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move.
No, the 12th is for the city, yes.
The city, that's
Yes.
the 12th.
Yes.
Yep. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate everyone doing their best to get here, whenever they can.
22 and 35. Merry Christmas. Yeah, you get the wrong road, man, it's over.
I know, I spaced that out the other day, like I drove right by where I needed to turn. I'm like, do I turn around? Do I keep going?
I think that's the first time I've ever been late.
I think so. Thank you. Have a good month.
See you, Tim.
Thanks, Tim.
Hi, Papa. How you doing?
Thank you.
Thank you.
That meeting prior was good.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep going.
Hi, girl.
They all aren't this easy
Yeah, yeah.
sometimes.
How you doing?
It's pretty simple.
Good to see you. Yeah.
Welcome aboard.